Welcome into Mornings on Main Street, a Wednesday, November 2nd edition. Glad to have you with us here as you take a look live at downtown Nashville, Broadway, Fifth Avenue. What a beautiful day it is across Middle Tennessee. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are looking forward to a fantastic show that we have planned for you. It is going to be a lot of fun as we get a chance to give you today's news, weather, traffic, and much, much more. We've also got Melaine McCormick, who's going to join us from Run Nash as they're getting ready for their 5K, half marathon, and marathon that takes place each and every year. Melaine McCormick has some interesting, has an interesting background, Justin, that I think we can tap into today and really get into some unique conversation. So I'm looking forward to it.
Me too,
It's gonna
man.
be a great day. But first, Justin, how are you?
Good, man. I'm doing solid. Feeling number one today. Like Smitty Van Morschen Jensen. That's a SpongeBob quote, but I'm feeling great. I'm bleeding orange. How about you?
That's right. Retweet if your team is number one in the country
Mhm.
this morning in the college football playoff rankings. Retweet.
Retweet, retwizzle.
Pretty great night if you were a Tennessee fan. Watching that entire playoff ranking unfold, I guess
Yes.
is the best way to put it. And it's so crazy that you know at no point in the college football playoff history had Tennessee ever been ranked.
Right. I
And
know. And in the
for the
words of
first time ever, they're ranked one.
in the words of I think it's Busta Rhymes and Chris Brown featuring Lil Wayne. Look at me now.
Exactly. They're getting paper.
I mean, they've been quoted saying they can't really see how you can hate from that side of the club when you can't
You can't
even
even
get
get
in.
in.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they were saying. They were saying, how can y'all hate on us? Y'all can't even get in. Well, guess what?
We
Not
in.
only are we in,
We had to
but
talk.
we're on stage.
We're we've got the microphone. Am I right?
And and a target on their back.
Facts. It's okay though, because it seems I don't know, for some reason it feels like Tennessee likes that, wants that target.
I think
In a good
so.
way.
I mean, I think they enjoyed being the underdog at some point, but also I think that as experienced as this team is, as old as this team is, they aren't going to let this, you know, get
Get
to
him
their heads.
right, like a big head, yeah.
They're gonna take this and
Humble.
say, listen, we know that just because we're here doesn't mean the season's over.
Right.
And I'm so looking forward to this Saturday against Georgia.
Me too.
And again, not to make comparisons to '98, but Tennessee was 8-0, and the first time they were ranked number one in the AP poll.
Mhm.
They were ranked number one in the AP poll. After going 8-0, the next Saturday they had to face 8-0 Arkansas.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Tennessee sitting at 8-0 has to face 8-0 Georgia on Saturday
Right.
after
That's no
being.
cup of tea.
So I'm just saying the 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 parallels are starting to find themselves.
I agree. And you said we used to be the underdog. Yeah, we're used to being the underdog, but now we're the overdog because it's overdog.
Over comma dog.
Yeah.
I hope so, man. I'm looking forward to it. So Saturday's gonna be a true test and a good time, and
Right. It's not that
we're
I'm expecting it. It's just that I'll be incredibly sad and depressed if it doesn't happen. You know what
there
I
you
mean?
go. There you go. We'll talk a lot more about that on Main Street Sports today at 2 o'clock with Mo
You?
Patton. I'm sure George Plaster will be opining in at
Correct.
4 o'clock as well. But there's plenty to get to, and we're going to get to it today. We've got a lot on our plates, so we might as well jump into and tell you what kind of day we're going to have with today's weather report.
Oh, yes, let's do it. So the weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. Roy Meat Service is proud to serve delicious Local meat to the Nashville community. Doing it since '08. They serve everything from filet to ribeye, sirloin, T-bone, and they're confident they'll be able to match you with the perfect piece of meat, whether it be that or, as Fernando's quesadillas. Nothing beats their locally sourced meat, and you can always count on them for the best steak and everything else. You can visit them online at roymeatservice.com, or you can visit them on person, face-to-face, 605 South 19th Street in Nashville. Give them a call, 615-227-2583. And the weather today is high of 74, low 47, 24% chance of rain. That's very specific, so it's got to be right. 53% humidity and 3 out of 10 UV index with a little partly cloudy. You see that sun peeking out on the other side. So wear your rain boots, or don't wear your rain boots, but keep them in the car. That's your weather for today. Brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
There you go. All right, let's take a look at today's right now traffic. Traffic is brought to you by our friends at 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50 Look there in the north side of town, Justin. We have got completely stalled traffic, and at that 20. I don't know what's going on here at 24 and 65, but they are not moving. that is what's happening. Unfortunately, you can see there that we've got just completely stopped traffic on 24 eastbound heading into Nashville on that at the 65 split. It's also it looks like could be a crash or something on Briley Parkway that's slowing folks down as well. So zero movement at Briley Parkway. But
yeah, I know that looks like it's paused, but it's not, folks. This is live.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, other than that, pretty good.
What's up with this? What's up with this guy over here? Why is he not moving?
The guy on the shoulder?
No, the one behind him.
Oh, why? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why this guy's not moving forward, unless they're trying to get over into the left lane. Perhaps. Because it looks like there may be something in the right lane that's causing the issue, because you see this truck right here in the middle lane is completing his move to the left lane or to the middle lane. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's no report right now currently.
Let's see on the other side of this.
So I don't know what the issue is. Smartway doesn't have a report is just the problem. But the downtown loop looks pretty good. Out in Lebanon, you're looking good. Down in Murfreesboro, same thing. Out in Dixon and down in Columbia, everything seems normal. So there you have it.
Nice.
That is your right now traffic. I'm looking forward to today. It's going to be a day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day. And today, this is an extra. It's not in the slideshow. Justin couldn't get the picture to pull up.
Oh, gotcha.
But today is Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day.
Is it?
It is.
That's us, right? I mean, what do we like? There's a party?
Kind of, yes. It's celebrated every year to commemorate the first ever radio broadcast in the United States, which occurred November 2nd, 1920.
Nice. What did they broadcast? Like, was it music or sports?
They broadcasted the first broadcast was the evening of November 2nd with returns of the Harding-Cox presidential election. Okay.
Riveting stuff.
Oh, you don't think people were tuned in for that? Absolutely they were.
What is this radio stuff?
I mean, first of all, who had a radio? Like, I don't really know. This is the thing. I understand you're broadcasting on the radio, but if no one was broadcasting before then who owned a radio, And if you started broadcasting, who was listening?
It's like the classic, if the tree fell, did it make a sound?
It's a chicken egg conundrum.
It is a chicken egg. It is yes, what you just said. So
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so I don't know, man.
yes. I don't know.
I don't know how that works. Like kind of like television, right? Like who was the first person to just, who had a television to did they spend money to make television shows?
Was it like a partnership? Like you're going to start broadcasting, I'll buy a TV. We'll see where it goes.
And we'll tell our friends?
Yeah. Like I might not necessarily want to watch, but I will because you're doing a thing. I'm doing a thing. I'm trying to sell TVs. You're trying to be a star.
I mean, I need to know the answer to this question. This may be the most important question of the day.
It is quite the riddle. So what's the question? It's which came first, the TV or the broadcaster? Or I mean,
okay. So the first known radio program in the United States took place in 1906.
Okay.
The first commercial radio station was KDKA in Pittsburgh.
What's the difference?
And they aired, I guess there weren't commercials before then.
Simple enough. What is it?
I don't really.
Razor?
I mean, I don't know how. I don't. It was an experimental station at Brant Rock on Christmas Eve, 1906. The first time a radio broadcast went out to no one. But they had 14 years.
Brant Rock.
They had 14 years to acquire radios that you could hear whatever's, whoever's broadcasting radio. And then the first commercial radio station was in 1920.
I bet the first commercial did so good. Like the first ever commercial.
It was a terrible commercial. I bet they were like, it was probably a live read. Let's be honest.
Probably a car salesman or something. Come on down.
It was Henry Ford himself, actually.
Yeah. And we all know how he did. Right. He did okay.
Oh man, it's great to look outside my window and see the trees. See the leaves falling from the trees, and to watch. I just watched two fawns make their way through my backyard back into the woods. So that's pretty cool.
You're allowed windows? That's so nice, man. I've heard about those.
Oh, windows.
Oh my goodness.
What are you gonna do?
Windows for Windows. Communicate or hang out. Get it does like a deer. A female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun.
I don't know that one. What's that from?
That's Sound of Music, man.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Doe, deer. You don't know that one? You don't know that?
I don't know that one. I didn't watch The Sound of Music. I was,
you watch
not that bored ever.
Jurassic Park or something.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
How do you feel wearing that pullover today? Like, how can you consciously wear that on purpose these days?
Trying to bring up, like Titans are doing okay. Tennessee Vols are killing it. I'm trying to bring up the Preds. Let's not forget,
They need some help.
That's what I'm saying. I used to play hockey. I'm also wearing this just in case they call me up.
Oh, and they might.
That's what I'm saying. Got to keep the phone on, Coach?
Jeez. They're terrible right now.
They're so bad, dude. They're so bad.
Let's take a break. Come back with our top 3 stories.
Wait.
Mullane McCormick at 10:30. Stick around here on Mornings on Main Street.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The 3 charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center and Stars, and our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
What is this?
This is Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
How cool is this? They're out and going.
They're out and about in Dublin, but is it Christmas already? They don't have Thanksgiving there, so I guess that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Maybe they put the ornaments on there. I bet that took forever. They're taking pics.
What a great day in Dublin. Wow.
What time is it there?
It's 3:19 p.m.
Oh wow.
It says in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there.
It does.
It's 57 degrees. So you see folks with, I like the guy with the beanie.
Oh, everybody's got one. Oh, not in this picture.
This is interesting.
I love how I was like, you are really good at time zones.
Should have just let you believe it.
You just right off the rip. That was good.
Oh, yeah, you know exactly what time it is there.
Game time.
Oh, well, let's take a look at our top 3 stories so that we can get them done before Melaine McCormick joins us.
Let's do it.
After years in the making, the city of Lebanon held groundbreaking ceremonies last Wednesday morning on phase 1 of a new sports complex located at Highway 231 South. The site, located on some 150 acres just south of Stumpy Lane, will eventually be the home of 5 illuminated soccer fields, 4 natural grass and 1 artificial surface, walking trails, a pavilion, and a building for restrooms and concessions. Plans began to formulate back in 2019 with an idea to relocate Wilson United Soccer from its current location on the property of Lebanon Municipal Airport. Well over 1,250 children currently participate in youth soccer on 3 fields at the airport with no lights, which makes scheduling of matches and practices difficult at best. Mayor Rick Bell said he wanted to thank the city council because they shared this dream too. They've supported the project from the beginning, and thanks to our Commissioner of Finance, Stuart Lawson, for putting the finances together without a tax increase. We've still got a lot of work to do. Rick Smith, who chairs the Lebanon Sports Complex Committee, said, phase 1 is soccer. We've got to get set with phase 2 for softball and baseball. This is going to be a park for everyone in the community with a lot of different sports. Time will tell what we'll be able to accomplish here. I want to thank Mayor Bernie Ash and Mayor Bell for making this happen, along with Jeff Baines, who is the Public Service Commissioner. Maryville-based Reliant Global has already begun construction on the site that began 2 weeks ago, according to Howard Haynes, Vice President of America's Division of Reliant Global. Equipment is rolling in. We cannot, by statute, move dirt until we get all the erosion measures in place, meaning silt fences. Once that's done, they'll start moving dirt and grading the site, and that could happen as early as this week. So it could also be next week. Looks like it's going to cost around $14.3 million to complete the project for phase one. The budget for the project was $17 million. So that's exciting. And looks like it will be the first playing fields the city has built in more than 20 years. So,
yes, BDP.
Where is Stumpy Lane?
It's right next to Full Tree Lane.
It used to be called Full Tree Lane. Now it's just Stumpy Lane.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's just it's a still tree that's on the road, but it's just a really grumpy tree.
It's very grumpy.
So we call it Stumpy.
There you go. Spring Hills Crossings development, which includes the United States Tennis Association's regional headquarters, gave a preliminary presentation to the Spring Hill Planning Commission last week. The project would require a rezone from the industrial zoning to mixed-use commercial zoning to allow for the type of development planned. The requested zoning would allow a maximum of 18 units per acre, but the development is planning just 10 units, though that could create a strain on the city's infrastructure. Assistant City Administrator Dan Allen said the project could create a substantial impact on the city's water and sewer systems, generating around 500,000 gallons per day. Where we're at right now, we're hanging around 4.2 million, and our cap is 5. If you add 500,000 to 4.2, that's starting to push it. Allen said that the city has more than 10,000 units approved, but that it's not began construction. He's suggesting that the development work to getting around 300,000 gallons per day if possible. Now, South Star Representative Ralph Canal said ideally the developer would prefer the full entitlement because that allows them to understand the economics of the project, but he's open to compromise. The USTA is not paying for the land or infrastructure costs, which means the developer would be fronting the cost. And that means they need to be able to build homes ahead of time. The sewer capacity at the city's current growth rate, Allen said, would reach capacity in just over 3 years. The number everyone needs to keep in mind is 38 months. At our present rate of growth, we have 38 months before we're out of capacity at the sewer plant. That's the time frame that I've asked our team to work on to get something done. Now, much like the Kedron Square development that's nearby, landscape architect Greg Gamble said this project will be a walkable, pedestrian-friendly project with sidewalks, bike trails, etc. It will also connect two of the city's main greenway projects and provide additional park and land around the historic battlefield. The traffic plan also solidifies that because it shows they're going to widen Kedron Road at the Saturn Parkway ramps to allow for double-stacked turn lanes and traffic lights to each off-ramp in order to prepare for potential traffic backups. The study suggests 65% of traffic coming into the property would come from Kedron Road, with the other 35% coming from the front entrance to the crossings. Gamble said he would compare the project to Franklin's Berry Farms in McEwen Town Center, but he said the plans are flexible at this point. The timeline would see construction begin in June of 2023, with Phase 1A being residential, scheduled to be completed and with full occupancy by July 2026. Phase 1B would include the USTA tennis complex, hotel, and other mixed-use buildings that would also be completed by June of 2026. The planned development would not be fully completed until late summer 2029, according to their presentation.
Nice.
Doesn't that look just pretty, though?
It does, man. I love renderings.
Renderings are one of my favorite things in the world.
I agree. It really doesn't even matter if it comes out like that, as long as you can just put the rendering there.
I know, right? Let's just put that over the top of it and watch it. But yeah, so
imagination.
You can see the tennis courts and the hotel that's right next to it, which is pretty cool. And you know, it looks like a really fun place to be.
I agree. Do you play tennis? You ever played?
So I played tennis when I was younger. Not a lot, but I did for a little while.
Nice.
And it was fun. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard. It's not an easy sport to play.
It isn't, man. It really isn't.
So, anyway, one final story before we get out of here. The legacy of Darrell S. Freeman Sr. lives on at the S3 Recycling Solutions with the hiring of his youngest child, Nathan Freeman, as a sales executive. The past chairman of the board passed away in June, and his son joined the firm full-time shortly after. Nathan graduated in May from the University of Tennessee, where he studied business management with a collateral in entrepreneurship at the Haslam College of Business. He began his tenure in the electronics recycling industry when he joined S3 as a warehouse worker in the summer of 2018, and he spent subsequent summers interning with the firm. Now, as a full-time team member, he is responsible for creating new business development opportunities for S3 through the U.S. and Canada, and handing those accounts off to an internal client services team. My dad was really excited about S3, probably the most excited he's been about a company since Zycron, so I'm really happy to be here. My goal is to help the organization grow and learn what it takes to be a great CEO and leader. Now, S3, located in Robertson County, has had a lot of success, and CEO Rod McDaniel credits that success to the mentorship he received from Darrell and acknowledges his influence that Darrell had on S3's exponential growth. He said he hopes to pass along the same entrepreneurial wisdom to Nathan. With Darrell's influence, S3's annual revenue grew 650% from 2016 when he was named S3 chairman of the board of directors to 2020 when he became the majority owner of the company. To formally commemorate his legacy, S3 has named Darrell S. Freeman Sr. past chairman of the board in memoriam, a title he will hold indefinitely. And that's going to do it for your top 3 stories for the day. We are going to come back with a exciting guest. Looking very much forward to talking about running, because that's all I'm going to do is talk about it.
Yeah, I will shout out to the people that do it.
Yes, shout out to those folks who actually run. We should have probably had Ashley come on and do this interview because
she's running. She's busy.
That's true. She's running. So there you go. But Malay McCormick will join us here from Run Nash right after this on Mornings on Main Street. So stick around. We'll be right back.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rock Castle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Oh, that is that is definitely not Nashville. It is, in fact, the crossroads at Times Square.
Yes.
Looking live. But while listen, we're mornings on Main Street, and this is probably the main street of downtown New York City. So let's be honest here.
All right, so smart guy, what time is it here?
Yeah, well, it's 11:32, and I didn't even have to look at the screen to know that one. How about that?
Guess we'd never know though.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest marathons in the country is held in New York City, but we've got our own right here in Nashville, and we've got several. One of my favorites is the annual Run Nash event, and we've got the half marathon and marathon coming up, the Nashville Half Marathon, which is a pretty big deal, by the way, coming up November 12th. And here to talk about it with us is Melaine McCormick. Melaine, welcome in. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
When folks talk about, running, you either love it or you hate it. It really is one of the most polarizing things in all of the world. And, it never ceases to amaze me that these type of events just bring out so many people. And it's not just people locally. Obviously, there are folks from across the country who are coming into Nashville to do this. But, what is it about running for those who love it that makes you love it?
I think it's a combination of a number of things, but the top of the list would be setting a goal and succeeding at that. A race of this distance, specifically a 13.1 or a 26.2 mile race, you have to put in a lot of hard work prior to race day. And I think people just love pushing themselves to the limit and seeing what they can accomplish.
Makes total sense. It's so fascinating to me, and I'm one of those people that if I'm running, something's chasing me, and that's okay.
It is.
It's fine to be that way if you're out there and you're like me, but these events are always just so much fun. I would be like musical entertainment at like color runs and things like that. And it doesn't matter if you don't participate in the event, it can be a really fun time just to be in and around what's going on. And you guys make that kind of a big deal as well. You've got a couple bands who are going to be there on November 12th. This is going to be a fun time, no matter whether you're running or not.
Exactly. I mean, an event like this covers such a large part of the Nashville community that there's something for everyone. So if you're not running, it's a great time for you to come out and cheer people on, make a funny sign, give them the push that they need to go the extra mile. But also we create an experience at the finish line for both runners and the community. We're going to be in a new finish line location at Bicentennial Capitol Mall State Park, and we're turning that park into a festival for our runners and the Nashville community. We'll be having entertainment at the finish line. We'll be having vendors and hopefully beautiful weather to celebrate.
Yeah, that is always the one issue that you have to look out for. Now, obviously, it does look like there are some showers possible, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed for you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm hopeful we'll have beautiful weather, but runners, like I said, they'll run through anything. So we'll be out there, rain or shine, giving them their medals and congratulating them at the finish line.
Now, it appears that you guys have finalized with the band that will be providing entertainment. Who is that going to be?
Yes, breaking news this morning. We are going to be headlining with George Pratt. He will be singing the national anthem and then at our finish line for a few hours for the community.
George Pratt, huh?
Yes, he's one of your favorites, I believe, over at Main Street Media.
Greg Pratt.
Greg Pratt. Apologies, George.
I was looking for George Pratt, and I was like, I wonder if she means Greg Pratt. Greg Pratt is one of my personal favorites. Big fan of Greg and his work. So that's awesome. That's great news. That makes me want to come out to your event at 7:00 and get up early in the morning. See, that's the other thing about you runners. See, you guys like to get up early, and I'm just not. I don't know about that.
So don't worry, he's playing well into 9 a.m. So you can sleep in, get your coffee, and then come out and see him. He's just going to be doing the 7 a.m. national anthem, and then he'll be moving over to the main stage and doing 2 different sets. So you have plenty of time to come out after sleeping in on a Saturday.
Justin showing the website here. You guys have 3. How many different categories do you guys have?
So the distances we offer are a 5K, a half marathon, and a marathon. We also have a half marathon relay, which is a 2-person half marathon with one person doing about 5 miles and another doing about 8 miles. So a distance for really all capabilities. So you can, it's walker friendly. Our 5K is a 1-hour time limit. Our half marathon, you can take 4 hours to finish. So we want to make it inclusive and open to people of all capabilities in their fitness journey.
Awesome. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, again, these events are fun, and what you guys are doing is obviously very important. You guys have some great partners as well with this event. Tell us about some of those partners.
One of the ones we're most excited about is Guava Family. So Guava Family is produces products for children. One of their products that they're going to have at their event is the stroller, the Roam stroller. And we're working with them to make the event more inclusive. So a lot of times people want to run with their children in strollers, but they're kind of pushed to the back or they're told they're not allowed. We're actually making the event stroller inclusive. So if you're a runner who runs under 10-minute miles and you want to get into your running pace right from the start and not have to dodge people, we'll actually be letting those strollers start first before the big event. So they'll go out 2 minutes before the race starts, which is going to allow them to safely get in to their running pace and not have to go around runners. And then if you're a stroller walker, you can just start towards the back and walk with your child. And those kids will also be getting a bib and a medal and truly make them a part of the event. So that's one partner we're really excited about working with. We're also been working with the American Cancer Society, who's the beneficiary of this event, and helping them raise $50,000 for their causes. And another partner we're really excited about is Publix. They're our official supermarket. So one of the things that runners look forward to is that post-race fuel. So Publix will be providing a number of delicious items for our runners after the race.
Oh, that is exciting news right there. See, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for a T-shirt and free food. I can get down with now.
There you go.
If I've got to run to get it, it's going to be difficult, but I might actually be okay with it if there's a good enough reward at the end. Now,
go ahead and sign them up.
There you go. Sign me up. Right. I love that this is a family-friendly event. The strollers, you guys have youth pricing. There's a lot of reasons and a lot of ways to include your entire family with this event.
Yeah, kids are expensive enough, so we don't want to require that you pay the adult fee for children. So new this year, we did offer youth pricing in all of our 5K distances so that you can have them be a part of the event. We produced a July 4th race. We also have a Music City Turkey Trot, and this event all have a 5K distance that offers that youth pricing.
And one of the other things that you guys are doing unique is the forerunners for the county challenge, the Fleet Feet County Challenge at the half marathon. That's pretty unique. What exactly does that mean? What are these 4 people competing for?
So we draw in runners from all over the world. We have 5 different countries represented, almost every state, but we really wanted to highlight the local runner. And so we put together what's called the County Challenge, and we had runners apply to be a part of it. They have to be running between 1:45 and 2 hours in the half marathon. And they are essentially our elite field of local runners. So they'll be competing against each other to win first, second, and third place. And they get to bring home the boot to their local community and provide that win to them. They'll be getting to start at the beginning of the race. They'll be getting swagged out from ASICS and our partners at Fleet Feet, and they'll also be getting VIP passes to have kind of that elite experience. And it's just a fun way to engage the local community and to give them pride in finishing for their county.
Representing Wilson County will be Aylin Baines, a lifelong resident of Wilson County. Corey Haddon will represent Davidson County, who is, quote, not a runner, end quote. And yet, Chelsea German from Rutherford County and Mingfang Ao from Williamson County. So this is going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing who wins that race. But for those who have not signed up yet, there is still time to register, I presume.
Yes, we just announced that there's only 10 spaces in the marathon. So if anybody is wanting to do that 26.2 distance, we will probably be closing that out today or tomorrow. But other distances are available. The half marathon, the 5K, and the half marathon relay are all open, and you can register on our website, runnash.com.
There you go. Okay, Melan, I'm going to go completely off topic here.
Yeah.
This is nothing to do with running or with Nashville or with anything, but one of the things that you have done in the past is you worked in San Francisco when the college football playoff was held at Levi Stadium.
Yes.
So, well, I checked out your LinkedIn. I was just trying to find a little nugget.
Yeah.
So yesterday I posted a video interview that Mo Patton and I did for Main Street Sports Today with Bill Hancock, who is the executive director of the college football playoff. And he said that with a new stadium, Nashville would check all the boxes. And those include, obviously hospitality areas, the ability to host big events and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
With your experience, is Nashville capable of hosting a college football playoff game if the new stadium is built?
I would say without a doubt, it definitely ticks that final box. The things that they look for are hotel rooms, hospitality spaces, ease of access, and a nice footprint to provide all of the hospitality and entertainment elements. So based on what I worked on in San Francisco, San Jose area, Nashville would definitely be a city that could host the national championship.
See?
You heard it here first.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it was interesting. Working with the 49ers and what you did in San Francisco, I thought that was really unique. And it's kind of been a big topic of discussion these days is what the new stadium might mean for Nashville. And we've been kind of pushing that college football playoff with obviously to last night's announcement that Tennessee is ranked number 1 in the rankings and that sort of thing. It's kind of a big deal today. So I thought, hey, how perfect is this? We have someone who actually worked on the event. So, but again, the Nashville Half Marathon, and 5K is set for November 12th, 2022. You can also see the Turkey Trot 5K is coming up. So if you're interested in getting up on Thanksgiving Day and getting out and running a little bit, you can do that too.
Yeah, we also have a 1 mile, so you can join us. I'm sure you can do that one.
The only problem is I'm going to be having a baby. I'm not having a baby. We've got the baby coming November 15th. So I will not be doing anything.
Lots of running just back and forth between.
Yeah, I will be conditioning. I might actually be able to run a full mile after that. Actually, of course, I'll be exhausted from no sleep, but other than that, we're good, right?
Yeah, perfect timing.
Melan McCormick here from Run Nash. Again, visit runnash.com for more information if you need it. Melan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's National Calendar Day, so we'll stick around. We'll tell you what is today on the national calendar right after this on Mornings on Main Street.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
Hit After Hit has become the baseball store in Tennessee. They have over 1,000 different models of gloves and over 1,500 wood bats. They also have several Iron Mike pitching machines as well as a Hit Tracks machine. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. We're proud to call Hit After Hit the official shirt provider of the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night. Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The three charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. See more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
No, I bet they don't fly.
No, they do in very dense air.
That penguin right there is flying through the water.
He is, man. He's like, let me out of here. You all right? Pick a penguin that's going to be your penguin for life.
Idaho Falls, huh?
Penguin Cam, baby. They don't even have time. They don't work on time.
Dude, penguins, they don't need time. Penguins are one of my favorite animals, and when I went to the Georgia Aquarium, and Charlie, my daughter, absolutely would not leave. I mean, wouldn't take her eyes off the penguins. Loved it. So I'm gonna. I might actually. I might actually pull this up on the TV.
I'm telling you,
Chris, watch the penguins all day.
During commercial, I was looking at all they have like So if you go to earthcam.net,
Yes.
plug here, they have every state and cameras everywhere.
That's amazing.
They have a bison cam in somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
Wow. Like North Dakota or something?
Probably, man. They have like cool beach cameras. It's awesome. It's dark in Hawaii right now.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I absolutely love it. So there you go. Well, let's take a look and see what is today.
Today's days.
What's today's national day? Well, it's National Stress Awareness Day.
If you're not aware you're stressed, there might be a different problem.
This is what I was just, it's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, why do we need, one, is no one aware that stress exists?
Right. Like this
And
is the first time we're
two,
hearing about it.
if you're stressed, you're definitely aware of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe this
So-
person isn't. I mean, you know,
She looks very stressed.
So are we supposed to go up to people and be like, "Are you stressed?"
Like,
If you didn't know, you are. You should be.
so nationaldaycalendar.com, where I get these, right?
Right.
It does give you, ideas on how to observe Stress Awareness Day, right?
Okay.
Develop a routine to lessen your tension. Go for a walk, do some deep breathing, get some exercise or a massage, take a long, relaxing bath. If you're struggling with the amount of stress in your life, seek help. You can speak to your doctor or check with your employer for an assistance program designed to help employees balance their life. Post your ideas using hashtag Stress Awareness Day on social media. So there you go.
I just want you guys to be aware I'm stressed.
How do we benefit from stress? Well, stress potentially improves learning, memory, and focus. However, long periods of stress are also potentially harmful.
Okay. Makes sense.
So there you go. It's National Stress Awareness Day. What else is it?
Let's see. 1 second. Deviled egg.
Oh, National Deviled Egg Day.
I can
So
eat 4 in one sitting. I mean, like 4 in like one bite. It feels like.
So this friend of mine sends me a message one day. He's like, "Hey man, you want to go eat 6 hard-boiled eggs?" And I was like, "No, that's disgusting." I was like, "Okay." And he said, "Well, what if we cut them in half, take the yolk out, mix it with some mayonnaise and relish, and then put them back into the egg?"
Did you
Then what?
fight
And I'm
him?
like, I can definitely eat 12 deviled eggs.
Oh, absolutely. Is that what that is? Oh, the way you described it didn't sound like it was that.
And when he said 6 hard-boiled eggs, I was like, "No, I don't want to eat 6 hard-boiled eggs. That sounds disgusting." But if you mix the yolk with some mayonnaise and you throw in some pickled relish and throw some paprika on top, then I could probably eat 6 hard-boiled eggs. So I'm just saying, yeah, I do in fact want to eat 6 hard-boiled eggs.
As a matter of fact,
Want to eat them halved with a little extra in there. So
right.
there you go. National Deviled Egg Day. How about that?
That's awesome. Oh, real quick, just want to show you this. It's a fish cam.
I do in Maryland. Okay. I like fish cams.
Yeah, so it's a very vivid.
Those are pretty fish. Those are pretty fish.
Very
no
pretty.
question there.
Guilty as charged.
I like the guy in the background taking the picture.
He's actually in the water as well.
He's got a waterproof camera.
This one's cool too. Hold on. I know I'm getting crazy here, but
this is interesting. I'm Dyersville, Iowa. Okay.
Field of
The
Dreams
base
site.
I was about to say that's Field of Dreams.
How about that?
That
They
is-
let people just roam.
I wonder if it,
Where are they going?
you know they're building like a facility there, right?
And they will come.
Like they're building
Didn't know that.
this whole like little league baseball mecca basically, and there's going to be one part, or this will be like the main field or whatever. But yeah, that is interesting.
All right, one more.
How about that?
Shark cam. Oh,
Shark.
dun dun.
The sharks don't eat the other fish. That's interesting.
They're super nice sharks.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay,
It's
you
kind of like
can
getting
pet those
into
sharks.
a
Oh, wow.
university. They had to
That's
take ACT and all that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm obsessed with this website.
Let's give them one more look at our weather and traffic before we get out of here. What do you say?
Do it. Okay, weather is brought to you by Shark Cam.
Yes, it is.
Whether it be you roaming the seas by yourself, lost at sea, Shark Cam is coming at you. I don't know. Weather today.
Good job.
Yeah, sorry. High is 74 degrees outside, which is a very nice weather day. So get out there. 24% chance of rain. I'm going to say it's probably not going to rain, even though I have no professional opinion about it. It's just anecdotal. Partly cloudy, 53% humidity. Not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was 98? Still going to feel okay out. UV index at a 3 out of 10. And if y'all know what that is, let me know.
There you go. And we'll take one last look at our Nashville traffic. On 24 eastbound coming into Nashville, but it looks like Bradley Parkway is cleared up, so that's good.
Yes.
For those trying to get around, look at this. I'm going to get a Whites Creek reference in. Mo got 2 in yesterday, but if you get off on the Old Hickory Boulevard that's up by Whites Creek, one of the 47 Old Hickory Boulevards we have here in town, there's going to be some traffic there as well. So you got to be careful where you're getting off the interstate to avoid traffic. Be careful there. But yeah, other than that, looks like we're clear on the downtown loop. It is all green there. Also green in Lebanon, Murfreesboro, here in Columbia, also out in Dixon. Looks like everything's good to go. White House, as you're heading out of town, if you're heading into Portland area or up into Kentucky there on 65 North, there's going to be some traffic, but that's going to be construction traffic. So, and same thing in Columbia. There's some construction traffic as well on 65 South heading out. So, but that's it. That is a look at your right now traffic.
Very well done.
Hey, stay tuned for Devin O'Day, who has all the cool stuff going on. Yes. I mean, she's got great news, great lifestyles. She's going to tell you about things like, music and what's going on around town today. You really can't beat it. It's one of the best, one of the best shows that we have. So stick around, go check out Devin O'Day on Main Street Media TV, and don't forget to come back at 2:00. Mo Patton and myself and Justin will be talking about the Vols and college football playoffs. We've got David Ubben of The Athletic who's going to be joining us today. Also, Heather Williams from WCYB TV out
we finally get to talk to her about that.
Out in the Tri-Cities. We'll talk about Ross Chastain and so much more. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. It's going to be a fantastic day. So make it a good one.
Hey,
make it a great day.
Yeah.
You don't have to hope. You don't have to cross your fingers. Go outside, make it a great day. Here. For Justin, I'm Chris. Yeah, this has been Mornings on Main Street. Have a great one.
See y'all.